Yeah, I want to talk about an anime I watched a long time ago, and I finished watching. I should check though if they drop new seasons. I don't know if they did or not. I really don't be keeping up with it. But it was a good anime watch. I know people really don't talk about it. But one day I looked on TikTok, I saw somebody talking about it. I'm like, damn, somebody actually talk about this anime. So I'm thinking, let me make a video on this, because this anime really go under the radar. The anime is called Will Eternal. the The anime follows like main character. I think he's in his early 20s. He's like a deeply relatable and hilariously a cowardly young man that want to live forever for some reason, not out of arrogance or ambition, but because he's afraid of death. In a world that he live in, where people cultivate spiritual power to ascend beyond mortality, his journey is filled with chaotic misadventures and funny, funny failures, but with surprise growth. But like, he's not your typical brave or noble protagonist. Instead, he schemes, cries, cheats, and flukes his way through challenges. But despite his flaws, he has a heart, loyalty, and hidden strength that slowly emerges throughout the story. When I first saw this shit took a turn for me. I don't know what I was thinking of watching this. When I first saw him cry, bitch, and shit like that, I'm like, shit. I kept watching this motherfucker. This group powerful and shit. I'm like, damn. So I can't watch it. And the theme's on fire. I ain't gonna lie, that theme's on fire. But this anime is like a cultivation tale, like many others. But like, it's funny. It got a funny twist to it. But it could be still be serious. But the story leans into absurdity, emotion, and satire, while ever losing its deeper sense of purpose. But like, I think this anime went under the radar because like it's a Chinese anime. Like, Japanese anime dominates the global market, Chinese anime still struggles to get equal exposure, especially for genre like cultivation, which is not familiar with Western viewers for real. Also, it had a limited platform reach, unlike any animes on platforms like Crunchyroll or Netflix. Will Turner had a limited global dispersion when it launched, mainly because it was shown on like Billy Bill. I think that's how you say it. It was that was. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just call that. I would call that bit Bill. It was on Bill. I think I saw it first when it first came out. I think it was on Gojo Anime or Gogo Anime. It was that one anime site when I first watched it, but I forgot now though. But also it was under the radar because like the culture gap, because like the heavy use of themes such as alchemy, the sex system, and immortality cultivation could be confusing to like newcomers unfamiliar with the Chinese fantasy tropes, making it harder to break through globally. But people should watch this anime because like it got a unique main character, because bro was a coward, but funny, and he's strong. Like, think of Zestu from what better from damn, what I do, Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer. Zestu from Demon Slayer. You can think of that as him, but he's the main character. And I also got a balance of like comedy and emotion. But like, the show is generally funny while being empty. It could use the humor to make you care, then like sneak in powerful moments of reflection, friendship, and resilience. I also got stunning visuals and music. You always gonna know an anime gonna have you got some good visuals and music. Not like beginning to end though. That shit. I don't know what they did to that. Also, you should watch it because it's like a gateway to Chinese anime. Ain't gonna lie, when I first started watching Chinese anime, bro, I couldn't get into it because I've been watching the shit that episodes be like 10 minutes, bro. It'd be 10 minutes. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to watch no 10-minute episodes. But like, you can use that anime as a gateway to the Chinese fantasy are looking to get into cultivation based stores, you know. But like Will Eternal is like one of those hidden gems that anime fans often overlook because of its origin, you know. But once you get past the unfamiliar and you discover a deeply engaged and emotionally intelligent and wildly entertaining series, but it doesn't take itself too seriously until it does, and by then you already invested, you know. But I was just surprised by the series how it's really funny, but like it's emotionally clever as well, and also visually stunning. Like I wasn't really expecting that, you know. But I think this got a novel. It probably do got a novel. What a web novel, but I think it's the same name, but I never searched it up. I do need to search up. That shit probably got hella chapters. I ain't gonna lie. I just need to look up the seasons. I need to watch the seasons. I do need to watch the seasons though. But like the main character though, Buddy, he's like kind of a mess, you know. That's what make him like unique, you know. Think of bro like Usopp from One Piece, but Usopp is the main character, you know. He's the main character, but he just keep leveling it up, you know, by sheer survival instincts. But like that's just genius though, cause like he's funny, but the motherfucker become powerful, you know. Also, it got good like world building, you know, like the spiritual roots, the fire swords, spirit beasts. Like that's it's just basically leveling up your soul through meditation, martial arts, alchemy, and survival through heavenly trials. But the world in A Will Eternal is full of like mystic items, powerful techniques, spirit beasts, rival sex. I keep saying sex, sex. But the power system that feels as it's complex as Naruto's chakra, and also or the Hunter as Hunter Nin, but with more layers though, with the Chinese mythology and the, but also we gotta talk about the visuals though. We always gotta talk about the visuals. The visual and his anime back it up very beautifully, bro. From the glowing of the spirit weapons to the master stone palace in the sky. The pictures is fluid and surprisingly gorgeous, you know, especially considering the budget limitation of most Chinese animes, you know. But like one of the reasons like you never heard of this anime because you already know one of the reasons is it's not Japanese, you know, it's Chinese, so you really won't hear this anime for real. And it's like cultivation anime, so you really won't get that much animes with cultivation in it, you know. Some you might have seen already, like the Outcast. I'm pretty sure that's called It's called the Outcast. I remember when I first watched that. I don't know what I was watching, expecting that. I ain't gonna lie, but that anime was heat. I ain't gonna cap. That was heat. But like, you just gotta watch this anime for yourself, though. You know, like you just gotta watch it for yourself and just experience it for yourself and just actually start watching Chinese animes. You know,